Hello and welcome to today's sports interview. Today I have with me Kaylee Hodge, a junior on the softball team who has contributed a lot of time and energy to the softball team this season and throughout her career. Kaylee, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Kaylee, let me start off by, asking you, what is it, you got off to a 3-3 start this season. You just came back off of, a good win against Methodist. Two good wins. You won 9-0 and you also won 3-0. Tell me, what are some of your plans, for what are the team's overall goals for this season, and what are some of the things that y'all hope to accomplish?
We're very competitive, but we mainly focus this year more focusing on being a family, and knowing that it's always fun to win games, but life's more important than that, and how we talk with each other and how we reflect Emory and Henry is one of our main goals, and so I think that's kind of what's been the difference in our program this year.
You had you've been coming up. You got this tournament, right now. You're coming up, at Emory and Henry College. Coming off of this win, what will you need to do in order to be successful in winning that game?
I think you got to continue to work hard. Of course, there's always room for improvement. Stay grounded and stick to the fundamentals, and focus on having fun.
To go in a little bit about you personally, can you just tell us how you got to Emory and Henry College and why you chose to come here?
So Coach Forster actually coached. He was one of my rivals in high school. And I was looking at a bunch of different schools, but I actually suffered an injury my junior year of high school and didn't really know if I was going to play ball anymore, didn't know what my future looked like. And Coach Forster contacted me and was like, I see potential in you and I want you on my team, and I'm going to Emory Henry and I want you there. And so that's kind of what got me here.
Coming from you're from Elizabethton, right?
Yeah.
I know a little bit about Elizabethton, working at WCYB. I went to a Twins game one time with my dad, got in there, and it was a good experience. When you decided to go to Emory and Henry College, what were some of your goals going in there? What did you want to accomplish?
It's funny because I think, coming into college, I was clueless as any freshman. I had no idea, no direction of what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to play ball, but no direction. So I think those goals that I've set for myself now have come with being here and being on this team. And I still don't really know what life's going to bring, but I have more of a plan. So.
You came off of a good season last year. I'm not correct. You won first team all ODAC.
Yeah.
You did really well. You hit a lot of home runs. Can you just tell me, what you did then that really helped you, get that honor, and what do you have to do now in order to, repeat as an all ODAC player?
I think that as a player, I knew my role on the team, and I knew that I had to work hard every day, come there prepared, have my mind cleared, and I had fun. And I think that's, college sports, sometimes you can lose sight of that, and I had fun last year, and that's basically, I'm going to keep working hard this year, but remember that it's just a game. So.
Now, before we get into, your mindset for the game, before we get into what your thought process is for that. We always got to go back to practice because that's where it all starts. That's where it all begins. What is it like going to practice every day, and just take us through that routine that you go through?
So our coach, we started this thing this year. Life doesn't always go your way. Classes can be hard, but when you get in the locker room, take an extra breath, take whatever you need to get your mind prepared for practice, and then when you come out to practice, be there, be all there, and be ready to work hard. And I don't know. I guess that's what.
I got you. So, going into the game now, you're getting ready to play that game. National anthem's playing. Music's playing. Talk to me about what it's like. Playing in the moment and what it's like for you in that time.
Um, I don't. I mean, I think I take the same approach. I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful to be out there on the field. I'm thankful to be with my teammates, and it motivates me to work hard. And I guess my mindset is like whatever happens on the field, off the field, I know I'm still gonna love them, and I'm gonna have their support no matter what.
Excuse me, I'm not feeling good today by any means, but you know, we talk about the Emory Henry softball team. It's improved greatly. They've come up, from not being that good of a team, to being a better team, since Coach Forrester took over. And y'all really had some great success. Last year really wasn't your best season. Some would say maybe mediocre at some time at best, and things such as that. What do you think? We talked earlier about what your goals are. What do you think you have to do in order to propel yourself, in order to have a really good season?
I think we got to trust in each other. That sounds cliche, but it's true. You got to trust the process of working hard and that you're going to improve, and then really trust our coaching staff. I think Coach Morsi and Coach Forster are leading this in the right direction, and I'm happy to be on the team.
Now you talk about trust. Do you see more of that as a player and as an upperclassman now than you did this season here?
Yeah, I think that comes with time. I mean, obviously you come in freshman year and feel like you have a lot to prove, but now sitting on the other side of it, if there is one thing I could say is just like have fun and be thankful you're here, and that creates trust with your teammates. So.
Now I know we're jumping ahead. You always want to focus on one game at a time. Maybe not even one game. You just one hit. If you're in the infield, what am I going to do when the ball comes? How do I hit the ball? Where do I need to place the ball? All that thing goes into factors. Jumping ahead of that and looking towards the future for the Emory Henry softball program. What do you think is going to take to win an ODAC championship in softball for Emory Henry College and add another banner on that fence?
I think we have to have the right people with the same mindset, the same end goals, and everybody being on the same path. But I think we were really underestimated, and the polls definitely showed that. I think we're gonna have a few upsets this year, and I'm looking forward to this season.
And just last thing, Kaylee, what do you want to do if besides anything else? What kind of impression do you want to leave on this season?
I guess each day become a better player, but also become better as a person, and I mean, just continue to work hard. I don't know.
Well, Kaylee, we appreciate you for coming on the set today. We will now turn over to Andrew McClung for the Sports Update.